done with my model. Okay, once I save my model, okay, I wanted to deploy using the Streamlit, right? What am I doing? I'm just locally deploying within the local platform. Then I'm just going to deploy using the Streamlit IO. So for that, I need this Streamlit package. I'm just executing the same. And also, I wanted to write my app.py. So I'm just going to execute this app.py file. So where I include like importing the statements and then necessary packages download and loading my model, loading my tools like TF-IDF and then label encoder, feature engineering tool. And also I'm just creating, initializing vectorizer, lemmatizer, because all these tasks needs to be done for my new input message also. So I'm going to pre-process my new input message also, and also I'm going to make my model to predict in this particular function. So two functions I have defined it over here, and this is to set up my front end actually. So I'm just displaying my title in my front end and just simply implementing one text box, one text area, where I'm just going to get the input message from the user in the real time. Actually, this has been connected to the real mobile SMS application to get the message, and then it is going to make into prediction. So when I click onto this predict button, automatically my model is implemented onto this particular text, and then it is going to invoke my model and then my TF-IDF vectorizer and then my encoder. So all these processes, it's going to do the pre-processing and then prediction. Finally, my result is going to be checked whether it is a spam or ham. So this is what is my model. I just write it as a py file. You can able to notice that once if I execute it, you can notice that app.py has been saved here. And also, I'm going to make use of this coding for execution, and make sure you are giving your file name, whatever the app.py you have stored it here. What you wanted to change, you want to change only this one, because the remaining code will automatically keeps on update over the time. Sometimes this code might be executed at different uh, platforms. You can make use of like ngrok also to execute this into your local host, to get the local host for your environment. So it is going to look into like available local tunnel. So I'm just going to click onto it. So it takes a few minutes, okay, few minutes of time. You need to wait patiently until you are getting an output. So don't think that you're not getting an output. You want to wait for a few minutes. So over the time you can able to see here it is being processing and you got a message. So right now I'm just going to display like hi, how are you? This is my SMS message what I'm receiving. I'm going to make my model to predict whether it is a ham or spam. So when I click on this predict button, you can notice that my model is running here onto my data and it is predicting as a ham, which means a legitimate message. Then I'm just making my model to, okay, wow, okay, wow, uh, you have won 20,000 dollar, and click the link below, some text like this, okay. And right now when I click onto this predict, what my model is predicting, this message is a spam message. So are you getting it? We executed locally. So what do we want to do? It is success, right? So what do we want to do? Next step is to go to the GitHub. So please stop executing here to your program. It keeps on running, so stop executing. So you can also able to connect through here the GitHub, okay. And also no, you just go to GitHub. So this is my GitHub platform where I am going to, I've already created for spam classification. What you wanted to do, you want to go to here to create a new repository, here, your profile. So go and click onto your profile and you'll be having a repository option. Don't just go and click onto this repository option. You can able to get to notice that new option here, right? So just go to the new option here and just give your repository name. Just give your repository name and click onto the create repository. Okay, so once if you create a repository, the new repository will be created. I have already created my repository. Let me showcase that for you. Spam classification October. Okay, I have done it for November also. I don't know where it is. Ah, here it is. So let me click onto my repository. So what you wanted to do, you wanted to upload. You do have an option called upload once if you have created. You want to go to the upload button and you wanted to download all these files here. See, all these files here in this platform, you want to click here and download, right? And you want to click here this logistic regression, then download. You want to click here the um, encoding tool and vectorizer tool, just download. So label encoder, logistic regression model, and then TF-IDF Vectorizer, and app.py, because this is for the front end. So you don't want any database, nothing. You want only the model to deploy. So once if it is done, just see here we are just including only the Streamlit app file and label encoder and then our model and requirements text. It's so important, the requirement text also, and TF-I, these are the other tools. And requirement text you want to create a new here. So, and it is also most important. Sometimes, no, these requirement types should be very careful. So, sometimes due to this version, you will be ending up with a lot of errors. Okay, you should appropriately look into whatever the packages you are installing there. Make sure to provide all the package name here for the prior installation in the requirements. So, requirements text you need to add. How to add? It's so simple. So, you want to click onto this add file. Either you can create a new file, like requirement file, you're going to create a new file. So make sure it should be requirements.txt when you're giving it. Make sure it should be requirements, the R should be the smaller case. Even if you're giving a capital case, you will be ending up with error, right? So it should be very appropriate. Small case requirements.txt. So this is what should be the file name. And inside the file, all the requirements should be there. You can refer my, no, this is open to public only. You can refer my files actually. And also, no, if these applications, these tools you can able to upload. That's all we have created right now. Once the GitHub is ready, right now what you wanted to do, just go to the Streamlit.io. Streamlit.io platform. You are supposed to create like no free version, and connect through the GitHub. So just go to the create app or my app option. I do already have these many apps with me. If you want to create, you just go and create a new app. So what you want to deploy, where you want to deploy, just click onto the deploy now option, deploy an app, and then choose the repository, which repository you want. So I wanted a spam November, this repository I want. And what is the main branch and what is my file name? App.py is my file name, and this is what the default application link. So what I can do, I just click onto my deploy option here. Once if I click onto this deploy option, and it is going to get my app applications and tools from the GitHub, and then it is going to execute in the Streamlit cloud platform. So this is what is my temporary link for spam classification app application link. So you can also build a machine learning model application like this. So here you see same. Hi, I'm coming this evening. Okay, I'm just predicting. It's a ham message, right? And yeah, I won 20,000. I don't know why it keeps on coming. Dollar price amount going to buy car. Ayyo, this one. Congratulations. Congratulations, you won. You won. So the message will come like this only, right? You won, and click onto this link. So this seems to be I won, right? Click link or whatever it is. Okay, let me give you simply. Congratulations, you won. So it is spam. I'm not giving any more information. Congratulations, you won this prize. So based on this text itself, this is actually classifying it as a spam message. I hope you got some idea about how to deploy it, right? This is how you want to deploy, guys. When you're getting some error, please copy the error, post it in the chat GPT and try to find it out, or with the Google Gemini, and try to update your requirements and coding over here, and try to deploy it successfully. And make sure in the application we would have referenced our model and everything with our content, right? But here when you're giving, make sure you are providing the no only the name of it, not including the content. See here, when you're giving a path, make sure you're giving only the name of the particular file, not the exact location name like content, no folder name, nothing. You should give only the exact file name. Okay, so to make sure inside the application. That's it. Thank you.